Rock Up Podcast is brought to you by Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing, 300 South State, Clearfield, Utah. Go there on May 1st when they reopen, get tattooed, and get pierced. Also, Anti-All Forever Records. They are re-releasing War Grinder's Tank Tread Doctrine album from 20 years ago. It's the 20th anniversary of it. It is probably one of my favorite war metal albums ever, and it's all done by one guy, so that's pretty amazing. But yeah, 20th anniversary for that. So go to spikesandhate.storeenvy.com and buy that. I highly recommend it. You guys can always reach me at Blackbird, or not at Blackbird. You guys can always reach me at rockuppodcast@gmail.com or on any of the social media nonsense. And I will get back to you, dude. So on today's show, I'm going to be playing tracks from Devouring Serpent. It's a demo, free download. Conduit of Chaos, demo, free download. A throwback from Pulling Teeth, and a song from The Great Funeral of God. I'm also going to be discussing my 10 albums for 10 days and reviewing the movie Hagazussa, which is a foreign film, but it's pretty fucking cool. So, thank you all for tuning in to Rock Up Podcast. I hope I'm keeping you company and entertaining you while you're at home, stuck at home in the quarantine, or if you are one of us quote-unquote essentials or expendables that get to still go to work out in the workforce. I hope you guys are all being safe and washing your hands and doing the whole 6-foot distance thing and, being careful and taking care of yourselves. It's fucking scary, and I really hope this goddamn Black Mirror episode, Twilight Zone episode, is over pretty goddamn soon, because I'm just getting tired of it. But in the meantime, I'm here for you folks. I'm here for you. But yeah, man. Kind of in the vein of that, President Trump is halting funding to the WHO, the World Health Organization, which I actually think is a very big mistake. I think we need to focus on the issue at hand, which is the virus, stopping the virus, getting a treatment and or cure for the virus. And then we go after, those responsible, the Chinese government. And yeah, they should be held accountable, but not in hindrance to finding a cure or finding a treatment. The WHO is working towards finding that. That's the whole reason for them existing. And to halt funding because people need to be held accountable. Well, yes, people need to be held accountable, but we need to focus on the goal at hand right now. And what is our goal? What should our goal be is to find a goddamn cure, get this thing wrapped up, get it under wraps, So that's fucking irritating, and I think that was a big mistake. And I appreciate the great country of my ancestors, Finland, for stepping in and pitching in where Donald Trump is deciding to halt funding to the WHO. Fuck my butt. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. I hope everyone's doing okay and being safe and all that good stuff. Let's get into a song real fast. I'm going to play a song from a band called Devouring Serpent. It's a demo. It's members of several other bands. a supergroup, if you will. But the song is called, let me find it, Plague of Modern Times on Devouring Serpent's Bandcamp. So, devouringsserpent.bandcamp.com. Free download, so jump on that shit. But here is Plague of Modern Times.
Now is the end of the world. We embrace all death. We know nothing. We fear nothing. We are the end of the world.
Woo! A Plague of Modern Times by the band Devouring Serpent. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, fuck my butt. Well, listen up, meat sacks. I'm sure a lot of you have been doing this little 10 albums in 10 days. No explanation, just 10 albums that have made an impact on your life. And I was nominated by my wife's cousin down in Nicaragua, the lovely Juan Borge, who is a big fucking black metal fan. Huge black metal fan. Excellent taste in music. Anyway, so he nominated me to do the 10 albums, 10 days thing. So, this is like no explanation, just the cover artwork of 10 albums. So I'm gonna give you guys a spoiler. Like, you guys listening to the show right now are gonna find out all my 10 albums before the 10 days up, and today was just day 4. So look at you go. All right, the first one, no particular order anyway. It's just 10 random albums. First one, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. Maybe some of you are hating on this. Maybe some of you are agreeing about this. This, to me, is the absolute best hard rock album to come out of, I think it was the late 80s, maybe early 90s. This thing is flawless from beginning to end, if you ask me. I just love it. So the second one I did was NWA, Straight Outta Compton. Tell me a fucking person that was not influenced by this album. This album was incredible. Fuck the Police. Oh my god, dude. Straight Outta Compton. I mean, I'm a white boy in Utah, and I don't know anyone who did not know the words to Fuck the Police or Straight Outta Compton. Okay? So yeah, NWA, Straight Outta Compton. Third one I did, Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. I chose Vulgar Display of Power because this was the first Pantera album I had ever heard. The songs from Vulgar were the first ones. It was my introduction to Pantera, and I still love, to this day, I still love Pantera. And anyone who doesn't like them can suck a dick. Okay, so today, number 4, Motorhead, Ace of Spades. I know it's kind of a basic bitch pick. Maybe I should have went with Overkill, but again, Ace of Spades album was my introduction to Motorhead, particularly the song Ace of Spades. And because that song was so phenomenal and incredible, it was everywhere. That's what introduced me to Motorhead. And then you see him play, you're like, this ugly motherfucker with warts all over his face, and he's like leaning back while he's singing and playing at the same time. This guy's a psychopath. And yes, he was a psychopath. Lemmy is God. Don't try to dispute me on that, because he is. All right. Get to my list. So, really in no particular order, Morbid Angel, Covenant. Beavis and Butthead introduced me to Morbid Angel, also Crowbar, but Morbid Angel, Covenant is like one of my introductions to like really extreme heavy metal music. Then Integrity, Humanity is the Devil, probably one of my favorite albums ever made by any musician. Ringworm, The Promise, that thing is from beginning to end flawless, if you ask me. Then Slapshot, 16 Valve Hate, that album is pure 100% anger and hatred. Yeah, it is the most hate-filled thing you've ever heard. And it seems like a lot of the straight edge kids today have forgot their fucking hatred. But yeah, that one will make you remember it. And Alice Cooper, Love It to Death. It was Alice Cooper's like debut album as Alice Cooper. And this thing also is just flawless, beginning to end. My favorite Alice Cooper song, and Joey Ramone's favorite Alice Cooper song. Ballad of Dwight Fry is just an epic, beautiful, sad, horrific tale of madness and going mad and being locked up in an insane asylum. And it was written about Alice's time when he was in there for alcoholism, and he said he was in there with people that like were in there for murder and shit. But yeah, he went into the mental health place, like an insane asylum or mental, I don't know what the fuck correct term is. Anyway, he went into one for alcoholism because he was a really, really bad drunk. And yeah, he was fucking in there with people that murdered people and tortured people and shit. Like really disturbed individuals. And then, a lot of great music was inspired that. Sick Things, How You Gonna See Me Now? I mean, I'm a big fucking Alice Cooper fan, but Ballad of Dwight Fry was pretty incredible. And when they recorded it, he had people stack a bunch of chairs on top of him while he's in a straitjacket in the studio, while he's doing the, you gotta let me out of here, you gotta let me out of here, you gotta let me out of here. He talks about that in one of his documentaries. I think it was called Prime Cuts. Anyway, yeah, he had he had chairs stacked on top of him to really kind of inspire that feeling of being trapped. So, yeah, man, that is my fucking 10 albums for 10 days. And yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of different stuff. I didn't include any country albums because I was raised on country music and Led Zeppelin. I mean, given I was also raised on Alice Cooper and Black Sabbath, but I didn't want to include country because it was way too much. I would have to do another 10 albums of just country music for 10 days type of thing. Because it's a big question. So for this one, I kind of just stuck to like extreme music, heavy metal music, and then also that one rap album. But that rap album was pretty fucking extreme for the time. So yeah, man, that's my 10 albums for 10 days. What would be on your list? What bands are you thinking immediately for your list of 10 albums for 10 days? Drop me a line at Rocket Podcast on Facebook or even Instagram. Or you can even email me at rocketpodcast@gmail.com. And we will talk music because there's nothing more that I love more than talking music with people who love music. And I'm a big music fan. I love everything. Maybe not disco. Here's Conduit of Chaos. Oh my god, I had a piss so bad I could taste it. Ooh, boy. So that was Conduit of Chaos. The song is called Wolves Among Sheep. Free download. Check them out on Bandcamp. Pick that up. I liked it. I usually don't play stuff I don't like. I mean, I guess it's a bit redundant to say I like it after I play a song and I like it. But, you know what, man? I'm not perfect. This ain't no perfect world, right? Well, shit. Hagazussa means the witch, and it's a movie. It is a movie I recently watched. Actually, it was 2 nights ago that I watched it, and it's pretty fucking intense. I'll tell you a little bit about it. So it was made in what was it, 2017. I watched it on Amazon Prime for free. It's also on Shudder. Hagazussa. It's a movie, right? It's a German film. Written and directed by Lucas Fiegelfeld, whatever. About a 15th century kind of hermit woman who's raised by a witch. Well, they all kind of think that she's a witch. So it's kind of just dives into, when people are left alone and on their own for a while. Obviously, people are going to make assumptions about them, and particularly women. And it takes place in the 15th century in like this little village. The cinematography in it is absolutely stunning, just beautiful. And there's not a lot of dialogue in it, a bit of a quiet film. It's more of a visual kind of trip. But she's on her own and becomes friends with the local woman of the village. And there's a downward spiral of madness after certain things happen. And it's basically like she's alone. She makes a friend, and the friend takes advantage of her, and she basically kind of goes mad, and goes crazy. And I don't want to give away too much, but it would show that kind of old world medicine and that kind of thing, and how we took that approach to life for granted, and the repercussions of that, and what happens when people are completely alienated and left to their own devices, I guess, but also when a person takes advantage of that situation, of a vulnerable person already in pain and kind of alienated. What happens, And it's a dark film. It's pretty fucking dark, and I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would watch it again. I would buy it if it was cheap, but I don't buy a lot of films. I don't know, man. I kind of just recommend people watching it for themselves and go on that ride, take that journey. There are a couple of funny scenes, and that, but there also. It's mostly like a kind of very melancholy and like scenic kind of movie. Okay, I'll give you some stats. 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, 5.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Not that I give a flying fuck about either of those things. Stars Alexandra Quinn and Tanya Petrovsky. I would say if you like movies like The Witch or Midsummer that just came out this past year, or Lords of Salem, then you'll probably dig Hagazussa. I enjoyed it. There were parts in it that definitely disturbed and irritated me, or at least made me feel uncomfortable. But I think that was the point at the time, or that was the point of that scene. But yeah, check it out. It was free on Prime, and now it's saying that it costs money, but I didn't have to pay anything to watch it on Amazon Prime, or it's also on Shudder. But it's a trip, man. You got to be in for a you're in for a ride if you fucking watch that movie. It's dark. It's dark and it's a slow burn, to say the least. But I don't know, just the direction and the cinematography of it alone is worth seeing. So yeah, check that film out. Hagazussa. Hagazussa. It's subtitled, so be prepared for that shit. Anyway, I'm going to play a throwback to one of my favorite songs ever made in the entire world. Pulling Teeth from the album Paranoid Delusions. This is Paranoid Delusions.
Keep me from seeing me in these
that takes me back. Takes me back to my metal / hardcore days. Don't call it fucking metalcore, that's mean. My Primal Presser Delegate Northlander days back when I played in bands. Ooh, I love that one. But I like to play a little throwback every once in a while, and I'm probably going to start doing that a little bit more. I mean, I'll still play lots and lots of death and war metal. And I'll probably play some country too. You know what? It's my show. You don't like it, you can get the fuck out of my country. Fucker. Well, it looks like the weather might be clearing up here in Utah. So maybe me and the family can do a little hiking this weekend. I sure hope so. I mean, it's Thursday, Tours Day. So, dear protector of Midgard, please let the goddamn weather in Utah clear up so we can get outside for a few days. I'm so sick of being stuck in that house. No, I shouldn't bitch. I got a lot better than most people do. And I get to leave the house every day for work. And my job is pretty easy on most days. I mean, if you know how to drive a forklift, my job's pretty easy. And you're not afraid of a little manual labor. My job's super easy. Some people bitch about my job, but it's okay. Let them bitch. I like my job. Lots to be thankful and grateful for. I just hope that shit gets settled and figured out pretty soon, because I don't know. I kind of just want shit to get back to normal, you know? I want to have people over and go to barbecues and go camping and, maybe baseball games. And it looks like the quarantine date's been pushed back to like May 15th. I was trying to have a couple of my friends on here. The owner of Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing and his lovely wife. I don't know. I guess I'll have to hit them up and see what's going on with that. And then also 2 Satanist buddies of mine. We're gonna come on here and just whenever the 3 of us are together, it's just a hilarious, ridiculous, stupid, retarded, great time. So fun for everyone to listen to. Oh, fuck my butt. Well, why do I keep saying that? I need to stop saying that. I need to come up with a new catchphrase, but I need something that rhymes. Fuck a duck is maybe what I'll say. Fuck a duck. Fuck a duck. Nectar of the gods. Well, good folks, I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. I am going to close it out with probably one of the most intense bands I've heard in the last little while. And this song comes off of the Anti-Antifa compilation that you guys can pick up at Anti-All Forever Records, Spikes and Hate, StoreEnvy.com. But yeah, man, this is an intense fucking band. Like them a lot. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Gonna wrap it up right here with Funeral of God, Throne of Bones. So thank you guys, and I will talk to you later. Probably next week.